Postponing our exploratory trip to Portugal felt like a giant step backward. Although we were very grateful to have a place to stay, we were also uncomfortable with the arrangement. These very kind people were essentially strangers to us, and we weren't sure what their expectations might turn out to be.
We had briefly texted about compensation, but they simply wrote that we should leave the suite in the same condition we found it, or better. It all happened so fast that we hadn't spoken about how long we would be welcome. We only had one thing linking us, the ones who had arranged this commune, Jane and John, our dear friends and former neighbors, sister and brother-in-law to our new landlord. Not being too well versed in untethered kindness and generosity, a nervous, doubtful feeling was lurking in the back of our minds.
As always, everything takes longer than expected. 1 week turned into 2 weeks, and we started to really feel like we were imposing. With much trepidation, we decided to call a house meeting to address this. But it turned out that all of the stress and expectation was in our heads alone. Our hosts had no timeline and no expectations. They were happy simply to be able to help us.
We had arrived to open arms and freshly baked muffins. What was wrong with us? We were relieved and reminded how a bad experience from the past can inform and even falsify your present.
We were filled with a deep calm and sense of security we had not felt in a long while. These lovely, generous people had gifted us asylum in a place that was so important to us. They quickly became our friends. With time and security, we felt fortified to sort through our weird new to-do list so we would truly be ready to leave for Europe.
As we relaxed into being at B&P's Sanctuary for Drifters, we realized that we too had a great deal to offer. We helped them with spring cleaning around the house and garden, maintenance, and some other more labor-intensive jobs that were a bit of a pain for them, but a joy for us to take care of. And a few other things.
Everything was coming together. We nearly had all of the answers we needed to buy a container, and we were just awaiting a few documents in the mail for the passport application. With a well-earned grasp of the particulars of buying a container, we went shopping. Turns out, the most important thing relative to our needs, shipping overseas at some point, was the CSC plate, indicating where it was manufactured, its model, serial number, last inspection approval, and date of manufacture.
The Irish birth registry application finally came together with the help of family, friends, and the internet. All the documents had arrived and were witnessed, so we mailed them all off.
All the while, the sweetest little bowling ball-shaped cat named Miss Kitty was filling our hearts with her beautiful presence and 100-decibel purr. After the first week of listening to her walk and run down the halls with her long barb-like claws, we nicknamed her Barbara.
Legend has it that Barbara just appeared one day out of the snow, and as B&P had a house full of large dogs, they decided to let Barbara live in the downstairs suite with daily visits for feeding and brushing. Of course, these responsibilities now fell upon us cat slaves, and at first, Barbara wasn't too sure about her new roommates. We weren't sure she was even a cat, but we settled on half bowling ball, half raccoon.
What a lovely raccoon, Tammy.
Before long, Barbara gave up her aloofness and started sitting next to us, then on us, then excitedly running to the bedroom at bedtime and sleeping in our bed every night. There was a morning routine where she'd spend time purring on each of our chests while we pet her. She even started following us around the property. We were so honored. It has begun.
We made her a cozy bed on the couch. It was a fleece that we folded and shaped into a donut. She loved it so much that we decided to buy her the deluxe version. But with Barbara's discerning taste, she'd have nothing to do with it.
Well, she found a bed that she likes.
Our laptop case. You're just the cutest. You gonna chop some wood for us, Barb? Barbara? This is a particularly great shot. Barbara was not the only animal at B&P's. They also had 2 dogs, Riley, an elderly sweet soul, and Ziggy, a ball of energy that was convinced we were bad news.
Meanwhile, spring was everywhere. B&P were teaching us names of many local wildflowers, and we even had a friendly competition tallying the trilliums we'd find on our separate walks. It was wildflower season, and B&P's property was right next to the field we used for our YouTube banner over a year ago. It was now in bloom again, and our hosts told us these beautiful purple flowers were called shooting stars.
Sometimes it is so clear how synchronistic and bountiful life is. It was as if B&P's kindness illuminated the world around us, boosting our creativity and confidence. We were so full. Inspired, we opened an online store for our playful artworks. We decided to name it after Barbara.
When we couldn't prove that our common law status would give us the same rights as if we were married in Portugal, we finally decided to tie the knot.
We are gathered here to witness the formal
A most humble ceremony. We had just a few dear friends visit for the weekend. And our beloved Q was our ring bearer. And we've released our first episode of Finding a Way. Okay. Container Day.
Container Day Part 2, or
Part 3.
17.
Yeah.
We have our inventory book, and we're going to go take everything from our container and put it into a new container which we've purchased, so that when we go away and find a place, we can have our things shipped to us without anyone having to move our things from a rental box to an owned box. So it's a big expense now, but I think it'll pay off. And we're very nervous about how much work it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But we also don't think it's going to be that much work, because what we've already done with this box was a lot bigger than what we're going to do now. So we have all of our things. Got some vitamin C's. Got some sunglasses. Got some brawn.
Yep. We've got 2 days to do it. So I think I'm feeling a traumatic response to how it was in round 1 and 2. Today's going to be good.
We sort of have an infinite amount of days to do it, really. And I think we might just get it done today, which would be so great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We'll see you after the fact.
hopefully we don't have any temper tantrums. already done it before.
Are you finding someone?
Yes.
Yeah, this is fun.
Come play stuffed Tetris with us on the next Finding a Way.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
It's the end of an era.
Thank God. Make it go away.
As Neil exits stage left, we may all reflect on the exhausting day that we've had. But we're done. We did it!
The best.
The best. My phone's gonna die, but we just finished. We just finished packing our container, just driving away. And it's 7:45. We started at 10 a.m. We got it all done. And that's nice. We had completed the big tasks, moved everything to the new container, and mailed my Irish passport application. We still had a small list of things to do, but we could buy our tickets. Here is our planning center. As you can see, there's many things to do that have almost completely been crossed off, and yet another to do that is almost completely crossed off. We found this lovely map, Neil did, serendipitously at a secondhand store in Ladysmith, which we enjoy very much. He just opened a drawer randomly, and there it was, a close-up of Portugal, so we had to get it. This is our last 2-week calendar before we fly to Portugal. This is all of our Finding a Way stuff that we've been working on, more to do things, and then our big dream house plan with all of the quotes that have accumulated. And we put this up everywhere we go. The llamas come with, and of course all the accoutrement changes. These are about to come down and go away forever, and this guy will be up in the next place that we're in longer than a week. Can't wait for our reunion, old friend. Well,
This is it. Our stuff. Until next time.
I just had to put my guitar in there. I'm kind of bummed about it. It's kind of crazy, but Maybe we'll see it again someday. Hey, Neil.
Someday, somewhere.
Also, we put
see.
in a geotag. What are they called? Air tag.
An air tag.
Yeah.
So we can track it around the world on a ship.
I don't know if anyone stole this. I guess it'd be pretty easy to find, but
Yeah, I'm not sure what they would do with it.
this is weird. This feels big. We've been here a lot of times, but this is done. This is it. We're done.
Yeah.
Hopefully it all comes in one piece and we have a lovely new home. It took us the majority of our time there, but we eventually won Ziggy's friendship. To everyone's surprise, once he decided we were his buddies, he really dove in. And when the time was right, we were honored to be included in the release of Dear Riley from this world. With freshly planted seeds, we also said goodbye to the garden. The chickens, the squirrels, the crabapple tree, the forest,
Thank you, field. Thank you, forest.
coastline, the sandstone, the moss, number 5, and this place. Hey, here we are. Mandatory stop.
Mandatory stop.
The last time for a long time.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Gotta get out of here. Feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah, me too. Pretty excited.
But it's really nice.
Yeah. Some nice visits with beautiful people. Good way to say bye.
Then we had to say goodbye to our dear friends. And our hardest goodbye to our Barbara. Barbara was our first intimacy with an animal since we'd lost Q. Her love and trust healed us. It's impossible to articulate the effect of the extraordinary kindness that BMP gifted us. These people had no reason to invite strangers into their beautiful home, other than the fact that they simply could help. We were left energized for our next step with a renewed faith in humanity.
It's me, Nimkish.
Backing out of their driveway, waving goodbye to them all, turned our cheeks into riverbeds. They were happy tears, really happy, grateful tears.
Wants to stay here with you forever. I've got my care.
Before you wish away the present for the promise of the future, open your eyes and see what you'll soon be missing.
Bye-bye, truck. Bye-bye.
Dreams are real. Pass it on.
We're not passing it on.